Nate. Ready? There you go. All right. Hey, what you got there? What you got there? Yeah. All right. Good girl. There you go. All right. Good girl. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so this is our second lesson in collar conditioning. I'm going to spend a little time on exactly how to put the collar on. I have a ball. Yesterday I had a bumper. It doesn't matter what toy you pick or what method you want to use to get your dog excited. But I will say that teaching any dog to retrieve a little bit is very handy, because not only can you use that as excitement, but then later on you can use it as a way to get some real good exercise as well. So that's why I use the ball, because you can get these little flingers and you can throw a ball about 80 yards. So anyway, we're gonna put the collar on. I'm going to spend a little more time on exactly how to do it. You want it snug and as far up close to the ears as possible, which means you get a hold of the skin right here and you pull down so the collar is high. Now, it's sort of hilarious. Some people look at the dog's neck for burn marks. They think collars can burn a dog, but what can happen is if you leave your collar on too loose, the electrodes can rub and get some little sore spots on your dog's neck. So you want to make it snug, and you don't want to leave a collar on 24 hours a day either, because the same thing can happen. So you want it snug enough to get 2 fingers or 3 fingers underneath the collar, and you want it as far forward, close to their ears as possible, and like I say, snug. You don't want it rattling around on their neck. So the other thing that's really important now is to start to pay attention to your dog. You want to read your dog. You want to look at it for signals that it's either happy or worried or nervous, because this is part of this relationship that you're building with your dog that's going to last his whole life. So you need to keep what we call balance. When you see that your dog is getting a little nervous about maybe too much obedience or not sure of some part of training, you have to read that, and you have to take note of it. So then when that happens, you go right into excitement. That a girl. Yeah. Now I've started to condition this dog to my voice, and I can trigger her excitement level just by the way I react. Because she's reacting to me. That's what I want. I want her to look at me and react to me. And I can get her excited by the way I act towards her. So you need to watch your dog. You have to see whether it's focusing on you, whether it's acting a little afraid or a little too jumpy or whatever, and then you react accordingly. So our basic lesson for today: get the collar on properly, snug, up close to the ears, 2 or 3 fingers that you can get stuck under the collar, and watch your dog and be able to create this excitement. Keep in mind now, you're always working on, come on. Here you go. Sit. Good. I'm still making sure that she knows the sit command perfectly. I'm not going to use the electric collar to teach her to sit. She has to learn that first. Then once she has followed the sit command, is sitting, then I can reinforce the sit command with the electric collar. I'm still a day away from that. I'm probably wait till tomorrow or the next day before I actually give her the first nick. Right now I'm just absolutely convincing myself she knows the command, that I'm reading her, how she perceives me, and that I have the ability to create excitement in her. And those are the essential things, because what are we trying to do? We're trying to use this whole process to create trust in us. And if we make some mistakes early on, those mistakes are going to start to erode the trust we're trying to build. Trust and bonding. I prefer the trust word, because if you develop this relationship correctly when they're young, this goes forever, and you have this wonderful situation where you can almost look at a dog and see how they're reacting, and they look at you and see how you're reacting. You can almost give slight body gestures and your dog is going to understand you. But that comes from trust and consistency. So we've talked in the past and other videos about only using one command, not repeating yourself. All those things are important, but right now, for today, we gotta get the collar on correctly. We have to watch the dog, read the dog, and see how they're reacting to things. Make sure they know the command, the sit command in this case, and that we're able to generate excitement. If you're generating excitement properly, you are going to get out of breath. You're going to get energized, because it's not easy. You can't stand there and say, okay, get excited. You have to get excited. And in seminars, I have to constantly work with people, and sometimes I get people that have never been excited their whole lives to start jumping around and acting excited, because then their dog can follow suit, and they convey this to their dog, and then they get, ready, there you go, all right. Now, when you do that right, you're going to get a little exercise yourself. That's a good thing.